If you run a roofing business and you're thinking about using Google Ads to generate more phone calls, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll walk through an updated approach setting up Google Ads campaigns for roofers and talk about the few settings that can affect your performance to generate phone calls with Google Ads. So let's get started. So guys, if you're a roofing company and you're thinking about running Google Ads or you have been running Google Ads already, here in this video, we're going to talk about how to create your Google Ads campaign for your roofing business so you can generate phone calls and form submissions through Google Ads. This is one of our example accounts, and this is a local service business similar to roofing businesses. And as you can see, in the last 90 days, this account generated around 174 conversions. And with conversions, we're mainly tracking phone call related conversions as well as form submission. So there are actually three types of conversions, and phone calls can be divided into two types: phone calls directly coming from ads and phone call related conversions coming from the website. And the third type can be form submissions. And these are in the last 90 days 174, and cost per conversion calculated using this conversion number is around $83.74 for each conversion on average. And this is a local service business similar to roofing businesses, and they run in multiple locations, and this is a result for one location. So here in this video, we're going to talk about structuring your campaigns in a targeted way for roofing businesses. And I'm going to show you how you can create your Google Ads campaign, and also talk about what steps you can also take to make your campaigns more targeted so that you can receive phone calls and form submissions from Google Ads. So let's get started. A quick reminder: I've generated thousands of phone calls using Google Ads. If you want to copy my exact Google Ads campaign structure to generate phone calls, I'm giving it away for free. You can use it as a blueprint or copy it into your own account. Link is in the description below. So guys, we're in the campaigns section, and you can go to campaigns, and the campaigns, you're going to click on campaigns, and from here we can start creating our campaign. And before creating the campaign, I would suggest you to open a keyword planner so that whenever we need to know about the prices of the keywords, and if we want to make keyword research, that would be easy for us so we can get keyword information. So we're going to right click and open that in a new tab. And while it is opening, we're going to start creating our campaign. So click on create campaign, a new campaign, and from here our goal is going to be leads, and here it says use this conversion goals to improve leads, and you can choose any one of these options from here. It doesn't matter for now, but once we launch the campaign you can change that later. But for now you can choose any one of those options. So you might have YouTube subscribers option, or you might have engagements or phone calls. It doesn't matter. I'm going to choose phone calls, but as I told, it doesn't matter for now because we're going to talk about this specific section again. So after that, click on continue, scroll down and choose a campaign type. There are different campaign types. I would not suggest shopping, display, video, demand gen campaigns. These four campaigns are mostly irrelevant, or some of these campaigns can attract low quality traffic and can waste your budget, such as display and demand gen. I would not suggest use these types of campaigns, and there can be two types of campaigns that you can use: performance max and search. But initially I would suggest you to use search because it can have higher quality traffic if you can have targeted keywords, targeted ad copies, and targeted campaign quality. So we're going to choose search option from here. And of course, later when you have some data and consistent number of conversions, you can start using performance max. So here it says select the ways you would like to reach your goal, and our goal is going to be website visits as well as phone calls. So we're going to scroll down and click on continue, and here we're going to name our campaign. And you can name your campaigns with any descriptive name so you can remember in the future. And after that, click on continue. So it says continue your existing draft. So we're going to create new campaign. And here about the bid strategies, you can focus on conversions, conversion value, clicks, and impression share. Here, more important ones are the number of conversions, or you can focus on the number of clicks. If you don't have enough conversion data, you can choose the number of clicks, and later you can switch to conversion-based bid strategy, such as maximize conversions, this one, or you can choose maximize conversions and put a target cost per acquisition later. But for now, because the campaign is new, we're going to choose clicks and set a maximum cost per click bid limit for this campaign. Otherwise, let's say in your location, the cost per click might be $10. And sometimes if you don't put any limitations here, it might cost you $20, $30 each click. And that's why putting a maximum cost per click bid limit here would be better by looking at the cost per click numbers in your location. So we're going to go to keyword planner. And again, you're going to go to tools, and the planning, you're going to go to keyword planner and click on discover new keywords. And from here, we're going to enter our target keyword, which is roofing near me. And one keyword would be enough. It can give us more keyword ideas. So as you can see, with one keyword idea, we have 1008 keyword ideas available. And these are their top of page with low range and high ranges. And as you can see, there are numbers from here. But this number is for United States. We need to choose a specific location. So our specific location, as an example, is going to be New York City, but you can choose your own target location. And as you can see, the numbers should be different. So the numbers are, I would say, if you bid $10, you'd be eligible for some of these top of page with low range keywords, and you can get impressions and clicks. But if you don't get enough impressions and clicks, you can always increase that to from $10 to $12, $13, $15. But for now, $10 should be enough to participate in Google Ads auction and to bring us some number of impressions and clicks. So we're going to put our maximum cost per click limit for now as $10. And scroll down, and we're going to keep that unchecked because we can bid for existing and new customers. So click on next. So from here, we're going to uncheck Google Search Partners, Google Display Network, because these can attract lower quality traffic as well. Let's say if you spend 70% of your budget or 80% of your budget, Google might spend the rest of your budget with these types of network, which might attract lower quality traffic as well. That's why we're going to keep them unchecked. And after that, include your target location. So enter another location, advanced search, and we're gonna include our target location and click on save and scroll down, and location options, presence people in or regularly in your included location, choose the second option. Otherwise, by default, it might choose this option, which might include this option as well, who have shown interest in your included locations. Even if they are not located in that location, they might still see your ad. So we're gonna click on the second option, presence people in or regularly in your included locations, and from here, languages, we're going to keep that as English, or else if you can also add other languages such as Spanish or Portuguese if you want. But for me, English is fine here. And political ads, we don't have political ads. And audience segments, because we're going to add our target keywords, we don't need to add audience segments here. And click on more settings. Ad rotation, optimize perfect best performing ads, start and end dates. We're not going to put any end dates. And ad schedule, the ads can run all day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. But if you want to change your ad schedule for specific days of the week or for specific hours of the day, you can change that by adding custom days and custom hours. But for me, all days, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is fine. And click on more settings again. Ad rotation, we've seen that. Start and end dates, we've seen. Campaign URL options, we're not going to use that. Page feeds, we're not going to use that. After that, click on next. And here it says AI Max. I've used AI Max, and so far I don't like it. It uses Google AI, as you can see, to match content from your landing page. So we're not going to use this option. After that, click on next. And again, it is suggesting to use Google AI for keyword and asset generation. So I'm not going to use that option as well. We're going to use our own keywords and our own ad copy. And after that, click on skip. So here we're going to add our target keyword. So we're going to go to the keyword planner, and I'm going to quickly find the keywords so we can use it in our campaign. So guys, I've selected some of these keywords, and I'm going to click on copy and go back here, and we're going to paste these keywords. And these keywords are roofing near me, roofing companies near me, roof repair near me, roofing contractors near me, local roofing companies in my area, roof repair companies near me, roofing contractors in my area, local roofing contractors, roof repairs in my area, roofing repair contractors near me, roof maintenance near me. As you can see, these are mostly generic roofing related keywords, and I haven't added like emergency types of keywords or local specific keywords or commercial roofing, and these are generic keywords. And for this ad group, we're gonna add generic keywords, and we're gonna create our ad copies making them relevant to these keywords. And for other types of keywords, such as, let's say, emergency roofing, or let's say roofing in New York, which is location types of keywords, or commercial roofing types of keywords, you can create separate ad groups for each one of those categories so that we can make them more targeted, and we can create more targeted ad copies, and we can even also create targeted landing pages for those types of keywords. But for this ad group, we're going to choose generic keywords. And these are 12 keywords that I found, and you can also find more generic keywords if you can find. But for me, these 12 keywords are fine. And as you can see from here, if the keywords don't have any quotes or brackets, they're going to be considered as broad match. If they have quotes, they're going to be considered as phrase match. And if they have brackets, they're going to be considered as exact match. And broad match keywords are a broad version of the keywords, which can bring some low quality traffic, and they're going to be considered loser match types, but the cost per click can also be cheaper. And with phrase match, it can be more tighter, and exact match can be higher quality types of keywords, but the downside, the traffic volume can be limited, and the cost per click can also be sometimes higher. So initially, I would suggest to add keywords in phrase match and exact match versions. And later, once you have generated some number of conversions and you have started generating some consistent number of conversions, you can also start adding broad match version of the keywords as well. And you can monitor that. If the results are going to get better, you can keep adding broad match keywords. Otherwise, you're going to keep them paused. So we're going to copy these keywords and turn them into phrase and exact match keywords. So for that, I'm using this tool. So I'm going to paste that here, and we're going to turn them into phrase and exact match keywords. Make keyword list. Copy the results. We're going to come back here. We're going to paste them. As you can see there with quotes and brackets. So once we've added the keywords, we're going to scroll down and we're going to work on our ad copies. So we're going to add final URL and call button, and we can add our 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. So once I've added my 15 headlines and 4 descriptions, I'm going to show you which kind of headlines and descriptions I've added. So guys, I've added final URL. I've added the call extension, which means your phone number can be shown below your ad. And this phone number can also be shown when creating your assets, but sometimes it can also be shown above your headline. So if you can see them, just add your phone number here. It can be shown either above your headlines or when creating your assets in the assets section. So we're going to go to the headlines section. And with headlines, you can add your target keywords here. So such as roofing company near me, trust roofers near you, affordable roofing services. And you can also include your call to action, such as call us now, call now for roofing help, speak to a specialist. And you can also include your call to actions, making it even better, such as call us now for free estimate, call us now $0 estimate, or $0 estimate, call us now. These kind of variations you can use. And you can also include your unique selling points, such as 10 years of experience, or if you don't have 10 years, you can just write 5 years of experience and 5-star reviews. Or if you have other types of unique selling points, let's say 20% discount for the first client. Or if you have other types of unique selling points, you can also add them here. And you can also create your descriptions, making them relevant to your target keywords. And also I want to talk about pinning. Usually I focus on mobile version of the devices and not desktop, not tablet. And for that, I like pinning headlines as well. So if you pin the headlines, your ad strengths might go down. But it's an AI generated indicator. As you can see, it went from good to average. Because it's an AI generated indicator, I would still pin my headlines. So we have pinned the headlines with target keywords as first. And if you have more of these kind of headlines with target keywords, you can also pin them as first, such as licensed roofers in NYC. It can also be pinned as first. And your call to actions can also be pinned as second, because you can show your target keywords at the front, and after that they can also see your call to action. So once we've added the headlines and descriptions, we're going to scroll down. You can also add images. If you have new Google Ads account, you may not have this image option, but if you have images option, you can also add your images. So click on add images. So guys, I've added some images, and we're going to scroll down, and here you can add your business name and logos, but that's not a requirement. And we're going to scroll down. You can add site links, and we're going to click on plus site links and create site links. And here we're going to quickly add our site links. So guys, I've added 4 site links, and this is the text of the site link. And you can also add URLs. And you can also add your descriptions, but I haven't added descriptions, but it is recommended. If you want, you can also add your descriptions. As you can see, the site links can be shown below your descriptions about sections, services, call us now, reviews. And I would suggest you to add at least 6 site links, because if Google Ads can show more of your site links, your ads can look bigger and it can take more space, which can also increase your chance of getting more clicks. So once you've created at least 6 site links, you can click on create, and the site links have been added, and click on save. And we're going to scroll down, and we can add callouts as well. So click on plus callouts, and here you can add callouts. And again, I would suggest you to add 6 callouts at least, and your ad can look bigger if more of your callouts are shown. So I'm going to add existing callouts: trusted service, 5-star reviews, certified experts, 10+ years of experience, free quotes, quick services. So we have added callouts, and the callouts, as you can see, can be shown after your descriptions, and they can be including the unique selling points or more information about your business that can be useful for the users. So once we've added callouts, we're going to click on apply. So we're going to scroll down and more asset types. You can add promotions if you have, you can add prices, you can add structured snippets, and we're going to add structured snippets. So click on plus structured snippets, and we're going to create structured snippets, and structured snippets can include the types of services you have or categories of the services you have, which can give more information about your business to users. So guys, I've added some service types here in the structured snippet: emergency repairs, leak detection, roof inspections, commercial roofing, residential roofing. And also, as you can see from here, the structured snippet can also be shown after your descriptions. As you can see, the types, emergency repairs, leak detection, and these services are included here. And you can add different types of structured snippets if you want. For example, it might include your service names, and it might include your unique selling points, again, which can give more information about your business. And after that, click on create and click on save. And once we've added structured snippets, we can scroll down, and we're not going to be adding lead forms, and we don't have apps, and scroll down and click on next. And here it is asking the custom budget. And if you remember, we calculated our average CPC to be around $10. And I would suggest you to get at least 10 to 15 clicks per day. And if you can get results from that, you can increase your daily budget so that you can get 25 clicks, 30 clicks, 40 clicks, 50 clicks. But for now, with this campaign, I would start with 10 clicks. And 10 clicks with $10 maximum cost per click is going to be around $100. So our custom budget is going to be $100 per day. And after that, scroll down and click on next. So after that, you can review your campaigns and click on publish. So we're in that campaign. We're going to go to campaigns. Under campaigns, we're going to click on campaigns. As you can see, this campaign is enabled, and I would suggest you to pause this campaign temporarily until you fix your conversion tracking. Because if you remember, I told you to select any goal that you can find, because you need to fix your conversion tracking. Then you can only select phone call related and form submission related goals. So you're going to go to goals under conversions. You're going to go to summary and scroll down, and you can have form submission section and calls from ads. And also you can add call conversion actions coming from the website as well. So you need to have 3 types of conversion actions. Again, form submissions coming from the website, call conversion actions coming from the website, and you can also receive phone calls directly from ads. You need to set up these conversion actions. Otherwise, you don't know which areas of your campaigns are working or which areas are not working. And some of these areas might be wasting your ad budget. And instead, you might give those wasted ad spend to the areas which are bringing you consistent number of phone calls or form submissions. So to know that, you need to have a proper conversion tracking. So let's say once you fixed your conversion tracking, you're going to go to the campaign section again. And we're going to go to that campaign, and it is paused. And here we don't see that campaign because we're only seeing the enabled campaign. So we're going to see the campaigns that have been paused as well. So if you're going to scroll down, so we're seeing that campaign, and you can go to the settings. And once you fixed your conversion goals, you can choose the ones which can bring you phone calls and form submissions. So usually that will be as an account default. But if you want to choose a specific conversion goal, you can also choose campaign specific goals such as phone calls. Also, you can add form submissions if you want. And after that, click on save. So we're going to save this. And also with this campaign, we had one ad group. And if you remember, we've created this ad group that included generic roofing keywords. So we're going to rename this ad group. And you can create multiple ad groups depending on the keyword nature. For example, you might have keywords that can include emergency types of roofing keywords, such as emergency roofers near me, or emergency roofing repair, or 24/7 roofing services. You can add these kind of keywords and include that with one ad group. So you can just duplicate this ad group. You can just copy that and paste it again here. And you can click on done. And we're going to click on paste. So if you're going to scroll down, as you can see, the second ad group has been pasted, and you can rename that and use it for different types of keywords. Again, this could be for emergency types of roofing services. And you can create multiple ad groups depending on the keyword nature, such as for different service types, or if you have multiple locations for different locations, you can use different ad groups. And depending on the types of service or the number of locations you're targeting, the number of ad groups can be at least 10 plus, if not 15 plus, 20 plus, and sometimes 30 plus ad groups, depending on the types of keywords you're targeting. and you can create those ad groups, and the ad copies inside those ad groups can be different. And you can also create different landing pages for different types of services, so you can have more targeted campaign structure. And once you start generating clicks and you start generating phone calls and form submissions, you can add more ad groups, you can add more keywords, you can also add more campaigns. Otherwise, your ad groups might be running under one shared budget. And if you can create multiple campaigns, you can create your ad groups under different daily budget. And once you start generating some data, you can optimize your campaigns. You can add more keywords. You can block certain keywords. Maybe you can add multiple campaigns in the future as well. So guys, these are some of the ways of creating targeted Google Ads campaign structure for roofing companies. And again, if you guys want to copy the type of my Google Ads campaign structure, you can click the link in the description below. Or if you guys want my help to generate phone calls or form submissions for your roofing business, you can also apply to work with me and we can see whether we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.